Hello, everyone. Good morning. It is March 10th, 2025. Been over 2 weeks since we streamed last. I got sick.
It is full of stars.
So it's good to see everyone again. Welcome back. Good morning, Jet. Yeah, so first I got a real bad cold. It snuck up on me. Like for a couple days I was just feeling kind of tired, and then bam. Worst cold I've had in years. Actually, only cold I've had in years. Masks work, y'all, because I haven't had a cold since the this was my first cold since the pandemic started. So, and I got it probably through my wife. So then I had a week off for a mental health break. Hey, Thorsten. So it's good to be back. I missed you all, but I needed the break. Well, one, I needed to recover from the cold, and two, I just, it doesn't matter what you do in life. Even if you're doing something you love, you can burn out on it. And so breaks are good. Breaks are very useful. Anyway, we are back with X4 Foundations. There's a new, I think they're calling it a, oh, yeah, I'm going to be honest, Thorsten, the cold that I just had was up there, man. It was up there as one of the worst colds I've ever had. And it was a sneaky little fucker. Like, Wednesday I'm a little tired, Thursday I'm a little tired, Friday I'm like, oh no, I think I have a sore throat. Saturday and Sunday I am on my ass. And it took me like a week to recover. That was a horrible cold. So yeah, these guys have released a mini DLC, I think they're calling it, called the Hyperion Pack, which brings this capital ship called the Hyperion into the game that people love and have been apparently asking for a while. Now, there are a couple ways to get the Hyperion. Apparently, if you start, yeah, I know they've made several games since, Luke. So this is really the fifth game, if you count. Wait, so Beyond the Frontier, X2, X3, X Rebirth, and X4. Yes, this is really the fifth game, if you count Rebirth. But no one seems to want to talk about Rebirth. So they included this new Hyperion Pack. They included a new capital ship, basically, and they say in the on the Steam page that there's a new storyline you can unlock to eventually get the there's a storyline you can unlock to eventually get the Hyperion. I played a bunch of the open world. I tried two different starts, and I played on this one save I'm on, I played 3 hours of the open world, open universe, and I didn't trigger the Hyperion story. I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. They said just fly around. I asked on the Steam forum, and they said just fly around and you'll trigger it. So I did that, and I never triggered it. I don't know. So the nice thing, though, is you can just go right to it.
We are Lord Chaplain Alman Kitzlat. As the Pontifex's negotiator to the Two Eyes, we led a sacred mission to dictate the Empire's pleasant will unto them. We commanded the Pontifex's mighty galleon Trinity, known as Hyperion by the Two Eyes, when it was blinded in a treacherous ambush. We ordered the crew to abandon ship and attempted to save the galleon, but then the jump gates flickered and went opaque. After a fruitless decade of waiting, we had no choice other than to weave our cocoon that would shield and nourish us until such time as the three-dimensionality wills us to be restored to life.
Okay, so yeah, you can just get right to the Hyperion, apparently. So I'm going to be honest, I don't really have experience flying capital ships in this game. Every time I play this game, I get a little smaller ship, and then I play around for a few hours, and then I get annoyed trying to find missions and move on. I don't know why they've made finding missions in this game so obtuse. It's my biggest complaint. It's probably the biggest thing that keeps me from playing it regularly is why can't I just go to a station and get some missions? Why do I have to fly around and hopefully find some? It's like they don't want me to find missions. It's like they make it purposely difficult. You know, I'm not interested in building stations and dealing with the economy. I want missions. But whatever. So, yeah, I've got very little experience. I've got basically no experience flying capital ships in this game. So this will be interesting. Probably a little bit embarrassing for me, but that's okay. I mean, it's always, for me, it's always been, Thorsten, I'm going to rant again a little bit. For me, the mission thing has always been the weakest part of the series. Always. Like, I like missions. Maybe Privateer spoiled me, but I like going to a station, going to a mission computer and go, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. Easy, simple, done. And that's the formula that most games have taken, you know, but here, I mean, it's honestly a little bit better than the earlier games. Remember the earlier games, you had to like fly to individual stations and see if they had like an icon on them. Oh, there's a mission in there somewhere. I gotta find, yeah, Frontier, same thing. You just went to a place and got a mission. You just landed and there was the bulletin board. Boom, done, simple. You know, absolutely spoiled by, you know, Frontier. You know, absolutely. Same thing. You just land and there's the bulletin board. No muss, no fuss. But yeah, remember the earlier X games where you had to fly to a station and like, oh, there's no icon on this station. So I guess there's no missions here. I'll fly to another station. Oh, there's an icon here. Now I got to run inside and hopefully find the person with a mission. Yeah, they've all... Hey, Bob. Good morning. So yeah, this game has always been frustrating to me with the whole mission thing. So I've never really flown a cap ship in this game. So this is going to be embarrassing for me, but you know, they were nice enough to send me a key, so I'm going to play it. Here we go. Let's see how this goes.
An eternity passed like blank time. When we uncocooned, the venerable galleon seemed familiar, unchanged. The geometry of space as serene as we recall. But while we were cocooned, the god realm had fallen, only to spring again under the same name, but with a different meaning to its word. No longer was the Pontifex infallible, and declawed limped the Tsar. The heretics' worship, we were forced to conclude by mischance, is non-Euclidean. What once was true, no longer is. Where once was light, now darkness reigns. We want to cocoon again, but alas, we cannot. May the holy three-dimensionality have mercy on our soul.
All right. Hey, Rex. Thank you. Good to be back. I needed the break, but it's good to be back. Remember, even if you're doing something you love, breaks are healthy. You know, even if you're doing a thing you really love, even if you love your job, breaks are healthy. Breaks are very healthy. And I had a really nice break. I spent most of my break watching behind the scenes stuff for a lot of deep Blu-rays I own. I watched 2 Gene Hackman movies that I had never seen before, Mississippi Burning and The Quick and the Dead. They were both great. I watched 2 Star Trek documentaries. I watched 2 Fred Rogers documentaries. I watched an almost 5-hour documentary on Aliens, the movie Aliens. I watched a documentary about Mike Mignola. Yeah, so I watched a lot of great stuff while I was on my break, and it was very restful. It was really good for my mental health. Ooh, hello. Okay. Ooh, ooh, we got. Oh, hello. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Okay, there's a red thing on the map. What's that? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my cat, Matilda, has caught something. Probably a catnip-laced banana. And when she catches something, she makes this triumphant sound. Okay, so I don't know what that red thing was. Okay, so hang on. I have 2 messages. See what these are. Okay. Unique opportunity to help so-and-so. Okay. Alright. So this is just a thing that shows up in any open universe game. I was playing with this in the other game I was playing. Okay. Marcus Edge. Alright. Missions nearby? Ah, yeah, the trade revolution thing. Yeah, this is a little storyline that just shows up anywhere, I guess. All right. Let's take a look at this thing. Ooh, look at that. That is a big ship. Look at that thing. It's got cannons on it and everything. Having a fight over there. Okay. I wonder if I should help with that fight.
Requesting immediate backup.
Okay. So attack all enemies. There we go.
That was a bad move.
PE.
Alright, let's see if I can help these guys out.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Thorsten, when I was younger, I was very selective in the movies I saw. If it didn't have spaceships or lasers or flying horses or whatever, I didn't go see it. And Mississippi Burning looked a little too dark for me. And my God, that was a very dark movie. So I'm not surprised I didn't see it back in the day.
That's fine. I can take one hit.
But when The Quick and the Dead came out, I was dating a woman who really didn't like movies.
Space.
I've never been hugely into Westerns either. I mean, I've seen Unforgiven like many times. But Unforgiven is kind of special. Ooh, hello. That's fun. So yeah, I never got around to seeing The Quick and the Dead. Oof. You're welcome. Trying to remember how to. Is it 0 or?
Container.
Ah, it's O. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And apparently I read the Wikipedia article on the movie. They took a lot of liberties with the story, to the end that civil rights leaders of the time didn't really like the movie. But I got the message they were going for, and the acting was amazing. I mean, you had what's her name from Fargo? She was great. Willem Dafoe was amazing. Of course, Gene Hackman. Jesus Christ. And The Quick and the Dead was maybe one of the most Sam Raimi movies that have ever Sam Raimi'd. Holy moly, that was a Sam Raimi movie. It was fun though. Very young Leonardo DiCaprio, Sharon Stone, whatever her name is. Lance Hendrickson playing an Hispanic guy, which was ridiculous. Such a ridiculous movie. So yeah, I really like The Quick and the Dead. There's still a lot of Gene Hackman movies I haven't seen, but those are like the big ones. I still haven't seen. The next one I have to see that I haven't seen is Get Shorty. I haven't seen Get Shorty, so I got to see that next. I've seen most of the big ones, like The Conversation, which I don't think I can ever watch The Conversation again. Holy moly! All right. So there are no missions around here. All right, there are no missions except for that one, which I'm not doing. Oh, I've heard that too, Rex. I've heard that Hackman and Travolta did not get along at all on the set of Get Shorty. I've heard that too. All right. Oh, is there another bad guy? Oh, I guess they got away. All right, we're gonna go through this gate and see if we can find another mission. See if we can find a mission. I'm surprised there's no like Ark type mission for this ship. Like they just put you in the open galaxy and there you go. Surprised there's no like we're contacting you for a job or whatever. Like nothing, none of that. We're gonna go through the gate and see if we can find some more missions. It was cool to see those. It was cool to see those lasers, those laser turrets. So yeah, I watched a lot of good stuff while I was on break. The two Fred Rogers documentaries I watched, America's Favorite Neighbor and Mr. Rogers and Me, were both excellent. I watched two Star Trek documentaries, one called Building Star Trek, which is primarily about refurbishing the 11-foot original Enterprise model for the Smithsonian, which was fascinating to watch. And then the other one was Inside the Roddenberry Vault, which back in like 2016 they found a bunch of film reels with like cut scenes and all this stuff, and they were talking about the process of finding those, and they showed us a lot of scenes that were cut from the episodes, and you can see why they were cut, but it was still fascinating to watch. Oh, I also watched behind the scenes documentary. It was like 2 hours long on the Beastmaster. That was a really fun watch because most of the people involved with that movie are still around, and so that was a very fun watch. I didn't realize they had filmed most of that movie in Simi Valley, which is not far from here. I thought they'd filmed it in like Nairobi or whatever, but nope, Simi Valley, California. Great movie though, if you haven't seen The Beastmaster. So yeah, I watched a lot of stuff. I really did get some relaxation in.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
This automated message is being broadcast exclusively in the proximity of Heredit's end. Signs indicate that we will imminently witness the extraordinarily rare reactivation of a giant.
There we go.
The Alliance of the Word has assembled an expedition to study this rare event. A reactivation, able to be investigated scientifically, is an exceedingly uncommon opportunity. You are welcome to join us.
All right. There we go. Alright. Finally, something. Okay, down to the mission offers? Did I just take the mission? Ah.
I, Numacaret, welcome you in my capacity as commanding officer of this expedition. The Alliance of the Word is a collective of scholars and scientists intent on advancing understanding through cooperation. Word reached us from the Boron of King Command some months ago via the messenger drone network. It seems they may be making some headway with their gate technology experimentation.
Okay.
At first, I will admit, we dismissed the notion. So many scientists have tried and failed to interact with the gate network. But now, the dormant gate at Heretic's End is showing infrequent, but undeniable signs of activity. This may or may not be related to the boron experiments, but the timings coincide too starkly to ignore. But let us not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
We could be reuniting with our boron brethren. Equally, we could find ourselves welcoming a fleet of Xenon destroyers. This expedition was tasked with resolving the many unknowns of this situation. We need scouts willing to help us explore this unknown space.
Alright, so wait, what's this one? A media conglomerate who represent So this mission gives you almost 1.5 million credits, but apparently it's difficult. Yeah, please choose your film set accordingly? What does that even mean? Okay, I don't know. Alright, Alright. No, that's just how they sound, Rex. Alright, I guess the story stuff has started. I guess we had to jump to do it. That's okay. This game confuses me sometimes. Oh, okay. No, I get that now. Alright, we're gonna take our lives into our own hands by turning on the autopilot.
Entering system. Morningstar. Autopilot. Engaged.
The autopilot in this game is notorious for sometimes fucking up.
Technology and scientific understanding have progressed considerably since we cocooned.
Okay. Sure. So while we're on autopilot, can I get up? Let's see, I can.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Oh, apparently that disengages the autopilot. Ooh, look at all this stuff. Hey, what's this? Crafting bench, huh? I don't even think I realized this game had crafting. Gunnery control. Navigation console. Okay. I get back up here then. Apparently, I can't get up while we're on autopilot. I like how that person gets up and moves chairs. That's fun.
Autopilot. Engaged.
All right. Let's see how this goes. I just wanted to walk around the ship a little bit while the autopilot was going. But yeah. Sure. Yeah, apparently it's only autopilot while I'm in the seat. I can't like get up and yeah. Maybe because I'm the captain? Maybe if I designated someone else as the captain? I think you can do that. I think you can do that. Think? Yeah, I think you can. Oh, we have Marines? Okay. Wire captain. Yeah, alright. Apparently we don't have a captain.
Entering system. Heretics End.
Attention! Denizens of Heretics End. Please evacuate the designated area immediately.
What's going on? Sir, we are picking up an unusually high energy signature.
It seems like it's happening.
Autopilot disengaged.
Goodness me! It worked! I made the jump! Ha-ha! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Excuse me, traveler. Did you hear the Alliance broadcast? I wonder, would you be interested in collaborating with one of the greatest scientific minds of our time? I am Bozo Tar. As far as I am aware, I am the only Boar on this side of the network schism. I am currently in the market for some personal assistance. Should you be interested, please do come for a face-to-face chat. When you have time, of course.
I can do that later. Cause yeah, I've done that before with that guy, and he gives you the station. I'm like, I don't want that. So you can tell an NPC to be a pilot and then use the map to direct the ship. This is fun. This is fine.
Autopilot engaged.
It's cool that you can do that, though. There's so much to like about this series and the way it allows you to play it. It's just not for me. Because I need missions. And yes, I know this game has missions, but again, they are so needlessly difficult to find. Wait, are you gonna go? You gonna go in the gate, buddy? Buddy, you gonna go in the buddy? Buddy, you gonna go in the gate? You gonna steer to the buddy? Autopilot, what you doing, What are you doing, buddy? Oh.
I'm delighted to see that everyone is made.
Oh.
Explorer, please fall into formation to accommodate the remaining attendees.
So many ships! I cannot believe we are actually here, ready to witness something truly historic.
Neat looking ship.
The Terran Secret Service has been alerted to potential gate activity. The Intervention Corps has been ordered to undertake a threat assessment with regard to the potential impact on Sol territories. We can only guarantee everyone's safety as long as the expedition remains close to the intervention fleet. However, we advise everyone to stay clear of our firing arcs.
Oh, humans.
Indicate some activity. We will need to get closer for a more thorough read on the situation. Mission specialist, approach the gate nacelle and interface with it to initialize a direct data stream for our onboard science team.
Affirmative. Approaching the jump gate.
I don't know if this was something added for the Hyperion DLC, because I encountered this mission chain
Activating scanner.
in
Accessing nacelle.
in my last playthrough.
Stream is initialized. It looks like... Fall back!
Battle stations, prepare to engage.
Gauge what?
Nothing? Well then, Intervention Corps, prepare for traversal.
The expedition shall follow close behind. Mission specialist, remain here and establish an outpost to derive a complete reading of the gate's coordinate data.
On it, sir. Godspeed, everyone.
This is the Kingdom End main storyline. Alright, sure. Okay. Well, it's what we got right now, so let's do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, this series frustrates me. I could totally see myself getting lost in this series, but because of the whole mission nonsense. Sorry, man. I got other things to do. If you do that one mission chain, they just give you command of the station. You have to help rebuild it, and I'm not smart enough for that. I don't have the patience or the brain power.
Entering system. Watchful gaze.
Preliminary scans indicate that this system is uninhabited. No sign of boron or any other kind
Ooh, someone else is scanning.
biological or artificial.
This cannot be true. Are you certain that the sensors are not malfunctioning? It has been so long. I really thought this might be the day I finally reconnect with my kin of the Fin.
Take heart, Boron Exile. You may yet be a step closer to your reunion. Explorer, we need some detailed system mapping. The task is in your hands. There is much to learn here.
Okay. So, did you want explore? What do you mean explore? Like, I need waypoints. Make my own waypoint. Light a watchful gaze.
Empty space.
What are you talking about? Do I have a Hi, Chris. Do I have a favorite co-op game? I have a few. I'm not really big into multiplayer or co-op. But if I was to do some co-op, I would.
Investigate the system, Matt. Your ship's long-range scans will be of particular benefit when exploring vast distances.
Okay. What to do in scan mode? I don't know. Deep Rock Galactic, Pulsar Lost Colony, and probably the EDF games, Earth Defense Force. Those are probably my favorite co-op games. Are those three? Oh, and Space Beast Terror Fright.
Preliminary data has identified some points of potential interest.
Those are probably.
Trouble logging on to exact
Oh,
location.
X-Wing versus TIE Fighters, also excellent.
See if you can pinpoint them for us.
What do you want me to do? Anyway, so again, not big into co-op, but if I was going to play co-op, those would be my top choices for it. I think out of those, Pulsar or Deep Rock Galactic might be... Where am I going? Where to go over there?
Empty space.
Alright. Yeah, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter is amazing in co-op. It's difficult. It's very difficult. But the campaign especially. With the Balance of Power expansion. But excellent co-op. Really excellent. No, I don't, Rex, I don't think it was abandoned. I think they just finished it. I think there's it's so many. I'm gonna. It's really sad when a developer finishes a game. You know, it's I've actually never played Phoenix Point. I've actually never played Phoenix Point, Bob. So probably not. I was probably thinking of someone else. No, I think Space Beast Terrafright. I think they finished it. Wait, where'd my waypoint go? Ooh.
Oh my! Could that be?
By the Trinity, a boron vessel.
My instinct says we should take a closer look.
Derelict ship.
But yeah, I think they've pretty much finished Space Beast Terrafright, I think. I mean, I don't think it's early access anymore. Yeah, it's not early access anymore. What was the last update? It has been a bit.
Your ship's sensors are picking up a weak energy signature amongst the debris.
Okay, so its most recent update was June 2024, so that's not too bad. But I think it left early access in 2022. So yeah, I wish I could explain to people that there's a difference between finished and abandoned. If a developer feels they finished a game and it's time to move on, then fine. I mean, there are definitely games that have been abandoned. Absolutely, no question. But like, sometimes people feel like a game that a developer feels they're done with and is complete and everything. What are we doing? What are we doing? You want me to like actually get out and check this out? Ah. Yeah, that's probably as close as I can get this big guy. Oop. Alright. I'm guessing they want me to get up and do some EVA. This is a cool looking ship though. Elevator. Wait, we got an elevator? Huh. Sure. Alright, okay, this is probably the door to the... Or... This is the door to the transporter. Maybe. Or... Wait. No, Rex. I'm not lumping you in with that. I'm just out loud saying that there's a difference between abandoned and finished. I'm not saying... I'm not coming at you. Sorry if you felt that way. That was not meaning to come at you. That wasn't my intention. I'm just saying it out loud to say it. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to be... Is this the engine room? What is that thing? What is this? Do we have a little ship here? Ooh, do we have a little ship? Oh, we got a little ship, you guys. We have a little fighter here, it looks like. Look at this thing. It's basically a gun with an engine. Look at that. Gun with an engine, and someone's in there already. Hi.
Theseus, Sentinel.
How you doing? Alright, so I guess what I'm looking for is the transporter room. Yeah, really, right? Look at that thing. Basically a gun with an engine and a cockpit. Just like the A-10, basically. So how do I... Okay, hang on. Why? Okay. There's gotta be a transporter room somewhere around here, doesn't there? Gotta be. How else am I supposed to EVA? To go EVA if there's no... Maybe it's one of these? Nope. Nope. Alright. Back this way. I have to admit, this is pretty cool. Ah, it's over here. Hi, how you doing? What are you up to? You're a Marine. Oh, interesting. There we go. Crew quarters. Brig. We have a brig, you guys. All right.
See if you can repair the panel to gain access.
So yeah, Space Beast Terrified is pretty much feature complete. I just think the devs have moved on from it. It was in early access for 8 years, so yeah, I don't blame them for wanting to move on. You know, 'cause I think it first came out into early access in 2016. So. Where's the panel? Is it behind the wall here? Oh, God. Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I played it also, but it's just gotten better. Like, they've added a bunch of features, and they've really worked hard on it. So, yeah, that's a really good one. But Deep Rock Galactic is the...
Derelict ship.
Excuse me. Sorry, one of the things about this cold that... A lot of colds are like this, like the cough hangs on for like days and weeks after. Yeah, they've added a bunch of stuff since then. I think they have like a daily map and everything now. Yeah, they've added a bunch of stuff since then. Oh, there it is. All right. You want me to go in there? Can I zap it from here? How do I collect a container from an EVA suit? We're about to find out, I guess. Excuse me. But yeah, Deep Rock Galactic's the one that... Whoa, 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 buddy.
Running decryption and reconstruction algorithm.
Oh. Apparently you
The
just
data is woefully incomplete.
fly
but
into
it
it.
appears that this was an outpost of some manner. There are signs of an attack from several directions. It seems that the operators would have had little, if any, time to react. How frustratingly peculiar. I am forwarding all of this to our esteemed expedition commander. Perhaps he can garner more clues. I have my doubts, though.
Hyperion.
Newman, sir? Our team confirms that the Heretic's End Gate does indeed contain the coordinates to the Kingdom End system. The timing cannot be coincidental, can it? Just after we received word from the Boron? Is it possible that their experiments were somehow related to the gate reinitialization?
I don't know.
Coordinates and timing are relevant, but not conclusive. The fact of the matter is that this is definitely not Kingdom End. Interstellar messenger drones are not the fastest form of communication. We do not know what has occurred on the Boron side since their last message. Theoretically, a connection between the two gates is possible, but that is just a theory. It could well be that the systems were linked in the distant past.
Yes. Unfortunately, a theoretical compatibility does not mean much in itself. If activating or reprogramming these gates were easy, I am certain I would have overcome the challenges long ago.
The split didn't exactly give you a choice over your research focus. Could this be the Boron? Could they really have unlocked jump gate technology?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. At this point, any further hypothesis will be mere speculation. Until we have more evidence, keep your ideas off general comms. If you must elaborate your theories, feel free to put them in writing.
What the fuck? Feel free to put them in writing. All right. Look at this shit. This ship is pretty cool, though. Look how big this fucking thing is. Cool. Oh, you've got mail. Oh, I am not reading all that. I am not reading all that. No, siree. Where do you want me to go now?
Empty space. Autopilot engaged.
If I was full of phlegm today, excuse me. I was elected president, which will never happen, obviously. But if I was, I would be reading all the time. Unlike the guy they currently got in there who probably hates reading. No, I think they've actually said he hates reading. So, yeah. Good times. We're doing great. We're doing absolutely great. Yeah, right? Autopilot, what are you doing? It's over there. It's there. Oh, alright.
Hold on. I think I am picking up. Oh no, never mind that. Nothing of interest here. This system's peculiar conditions make getting accurate readings rather troublesome.
Do you want me to go here? Actually,
Explorer, you have an unidentified ship on an intercept trajectory. This is our first contact in the newly opened network. We have no idea of who they are or their intentions. Investigate, and if possible, make contact, but maintain vigilance.
Oh my! Aliens! Please, do not be afraid. I shall disengage my armament. Greetings. I am so pleased to make your acquaintance.
Incredible! Finally, contact with our aquatic allies. Bosota, are you receiving this?
One moment, please. I am just finishing up some calculations.
Boso, you moron. This is what you...
Say? A boron? Truly? A living, buoyant boron? Are my ocular sensor organs deceiving me? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bosota, and I can barely recall another boron face. I have been riven from my people for that long. Will you please
Riven?
deign to share your time with me?
I am Mila T, adventurer extraordinaire. I would be delighted to spend time with you.
Spend time.
As appointed delegate of the Alliance of the Word, please allow me to extend my greetings to you and your people. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Mila T.
I do not have any official capacity as such, but it is marvelous to be seeing actual people from beyond the disconnected gates. How did you get here? Has a gate reopened? Are we connected once more? Oh, I knew it would have to happen eventually. What joyous news!
Momentous news indeed. Although we are less than clear on how this has occurred. There was speculation that the boron triggered the gate reinitialization. Messages from your scientists indicated that they were working on such a task. Please, can you direct us towards Kingdom End?
You were in contact with Kingdom End? That is marvelous news. It has been decades since we were cut off. We have heard nothing in all that time. The severing of the connection with Nishala has been indescribably distressing for all of us.
My system is in profound turmoil. To meet a fellow boron after all these years is an incandescent joy. But to find that you, too, are cut off from the homeworld is a misery.
More than you know, Bosotar. We have all mourned this loss.
But without access to Kingdom End, your Queen and Parliament, how do you govern yourselves?
After the separation,
Anarchy.
there was a period of chaos until a royal steward was appointed. I have had dealings with him. It would be my pleasure to make an introduction.
We must make haste. There is much to be discussed with your leadership.
Follow me, you cavalcade of curious creatures.
A boron society not headed by a queen? This is somewhat hard to fathom.
Indeed, Bosotar. From your own experience, you understand the pain of separation. I doubt other species appreciate the biological depth of our harmonious societal interconnection. It was worse than it is now. It used to be that all our systems were isolated. Severed, not just from Kingdom End, the Queen and homeworld Nishala, but also from each other. Fortunately, several of our systems reconnected to each other eventually, but none received word from home. Reorganization became a necessity. The provinces addressed, as we call ourselves, were only ever intended to be temporary, but under the royal steward, it has grown into a comprehensive governing body. But some of us have never given up on Kingdom End. Your communication with the homeworld is momentous in the extreme. Not a soul in these systems has found evidence of where the Kingdom End even still exists.
Can I talk now? Ooh, jeez. That's a lot of... I just felt someone dropped an exposition bomb on me. My God. That was a lot of exposition. I mean, it's a story mission, so I kind of get it, but at the same time, calm down. Calm down. Exposition. Nice. That's good. I didn't even think of that. That's good.
Autopilot disengaged.
Goodness. A
What?
Commonwealth ship. Surely this indicates that our reports are correct. The once dormant gate has indeed resumed its function and brought our province into alignment with our erstwhile allies. You must realize what this means. All the resources of the Commonwealth are now within reach. At long last, a chance to end the shortages. Pick up the pace.
What?
I must warn you, the provinces adrift are not awash with the luxuries of the old kingdom. The pain of severance has been constant, but our economy has also suffered. The shortages of essential goods have cut deeply. Reconnection with the network may alleviate some of these issues, at least.
Guess I'm going this way. Oh, good morning. Morning, Julie.
Entering system. Barren shores. Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, after a break, I am definitely back. Feels good. But I'll tell you, the daylight savings time switch sucks. Though it didn't kick me in the ass as much as it usually does. Manually dock with a build storage.
You bring us guests, outsiders, with a fleet no less. What have you been up to?
More than that, Royal Steward, I bring momentous news. The fleet, this Paranid-led fleet, it came from the dormant gate in watchful gaze. They have communicated with Kingdom End. They have no Kingdom End gate, but they have communication. We are connected to the network once more.
My word, if
the delegation seeks an audience. May I?
Yes, of course. There is so much to discuss, so much to consider.
Royal Steward, would it be in order for me to accompany the delegation?
I'm sure you have other things to do. Diplomacy is not the same thrill as exploration.
Please, Royal Steward, with your permission.
Of course, Neela T. By all means, accompany the delegation.
Explorer, you have displayed some usefulness thus far. I'm tasking you with joining us in meeting the Royal Steward. I may have need of your insights.
You have clearly made an impression on the expedition commander. I sense you are becoming more central to his plans. Join the delegation. Watch this Royal Steward. I have some experiments to attend to, though I shall keep an eye on you.
That's not, is that a threat? Is that? Yeah, daylight savings time sucks. Ugh. Alright, so what do you want to do? Dock? I don't think this thing can dock.
Docking not possible.
Fly to the Piranha. Dock at the Guppy. It's the Guppy?
Docking not possible.
Okay, hang on then.
Docking not possible.
You can dock at the target using your spacesuit. Yeah, sure. Don't we have something faster than that? Hang on. Dock area. Now, is someone else in there? Or can I take this thing? Someone's in there. Is there another ship? Okay, there's another one. I don't want to do the damn spacesuit if I don't want to do the damn spacesuit. Looks like that's the only one, and someone's already in there. I could probably kick him out, but fine, I'll do the fucking spacesuit. Nope.
Docking granted.
Feels really silly to be doing it this way. Don't we have a shuttlecraft or something? Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm honestly surprised I'm not feeling shittier given the daylight savings time switch. I hate it so much. I wish we could just get rid of it. Look at this ship though. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Sorry. Look at this thing. Huge. One thing X4 does right is it gets a really good sense of scale. Just seems silly that I have to dock this way. Whatever. Oh. Cutscene time.
My ropalium near explodes with the joy of welcoming esteemed
Your what?
visitors. This historic occasion is the first of its kind. I am Lita V, Royal Steward of the Provinces Adrift. On behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, and as her loyal servant, it is my profound pleasure to welcome an emissary of the Paranid Empire. And once business is out of the way, I insist you join me on a more informal tour.
Esteemed Royal Steward Lita Wee, thank you for your most gracious welcome. You must forgive me. I, Numunkaret, am no Empire emissary. I represent the Alliance of the Word, a diplomatic forum and scientific organization funded by various races across the network.
My. But do you have letters patent from the Empire? The provinces adrift are in dire straits. We must negotiate terms of assistance.
I am compelled to reiterate, I do not speak for the Paranid authorities. Though we do bring news which may bring joy, we have been in communication with Kingdom End. Limited fragile communication, but communication nevertheless. Some months ago we received word from your homeworld. It was heartening to discover that the Boron Core has survived the shutdown, and learn of their most ambitious endeavor. Their entire scientific resources are focused on understanding and manipulating jump gate technology. We humbly request your permission to investigate the dormant jump gates in your territory, and to set up a scientific outpost in the region, should that be required.
There are so many implications to consider. This really is momentous. I am afraid I must decline your request, for now. We cannot be precipitous.
By the glistening waters of Nishala!
I fail to understand. We ask for no more than your permission. We certainly have no wish to be a drain on your resources.
Leader Wee, they are trying to connect us with Kingdom End. They have communications.
Neela T, this obsession with finding home is entirely yours.
Uh-oh.
You may have the luxury of gallivanting around the galaxy in search of miracles, but I have responsibilities. I have the welfare of billions of souls to consider. Our guests have already made clear that the outside network, with all its resources, has been unable to connect with our homeworld. The priority at this juncture is the welfare of our people, and I shall not be distracted from that.
Honored host, we will of course expedite communications with the governments of the network. I am sure emissaries are preparing as we speak. Yet, if we could simply...
Enough, please. I understand your request, but I do not think you understand what is at stake. Please have patience, but for now, the matter is settled.
Outrageous!
Why can't you just...
War on Queen's government itself is racing to reconnect, and you decline to facilitate? What kind of royal steward are you?
Please.
There is nothing to be gained from trading insults.
This is absurd. Our work is of the utmost importance.
Oh, calm down.
Your obduracy is beyond me.
Obduracy? I don't think I've ever seen that word before. Obduress.
That certainly could have gone better, but all may not be lost.
Obduress. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. I don't think I've ever heard the word obdurate. It's a new word to me. I have a pretty good vocabulary. I've never heard the word obdurate before. It means stubbornly persistent in wrongdoing or hardened in feelings. I didn't know that. Okay.
The Protectorate has determined that this system poses no threat to the citizens of Sol or the wider network. Our orders are to deploy to a position of more strategic importance. Still, stay alert. None of us know what might be lurking out there.
The Alliance of the Ward thanks you for your support. We shall proceed alone from here on. Our military friends are needed elsewhere.
Hyperion.
Wait, what's happening? Oh, fuck me. Wait. Guys? What's happening? Okay, shit, So apparently the ship I was on just decided to, you know, leave with me on it. And, and I have completely lost track of my, my ship here. Can't give them orders. Or maybe I can. These motherfuckers just decided to bolt with me on the ship. Alright, so now what? What just happened? Did they just leave? How'd they do that? They just left? They just bolt out? There we go. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's okay. Oh yeah, because of the time change. Poor babies. Right. Have a great day. I love you. Yeah, the time change is hardest on the cats because they don't understand why their food time is changed by an hour. Poor things. Okay, so so I gave them orders to come get me, but I don't think they can come get me. Where the fuck am I even? Oh, I'm all the way over here.
Hyperion.
Oh shit, there's no pilot on board. Okay, can I change that? Can I do that from here? Hang on. I don't think I can. Oh, maybe I can. Hang on. Okay, so I just promoted someone to captain. Okay. So now...
Can I help? On the way.
Oh, now they're coming. Okay. He's the weak. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Please follow directions to the designated docking position.
I will once you get here. Wait, what? What do you want me to dock to something? What are you telling me to dock to? Why? I don't want to dock to that. Waiting for my ship to get here. Coming. There it is. Hey, yeah, Julie, this came out end of February. It's a mini expansion for X4 that adds this ship, the Hyperion, which I believe was in one of the earlier games, maybe. It's a really impressive capital ship. What's that? What is? Oh, might be construction guys outside. All right. God, this is funny. Wait, where are you going? I told you to pick me up.
Can I help? Sir.
Where are you going? Guys? Guys, I told you to pick me up.
Can I help?
Guys, I need you to pick me up.
Goodbye.
What are you doing? What are they doing? Where are you going? Oh my god, this is fucking hysterical. This... Where, buddy?
Can I help?
Pick me up. Like, okay, gave you the option to pick me up. Come pick me up. What are you doing? I'm gonna run out of oxygen before they pick me up. This is so funny. This is so funny. What are you directing me? You want me to dock with that?
Yes. Sentinel.
You want me to dock with that? Is that the ship? Is that the ship from... Is that the ship from... Is that the small ship from my big ship? I'm so confused right now. The game is telling me to dock here. So, okay. So fucking funny. Why is this here? Did this ship leave the other ship? What is going on? Did this ship leave the other ship? So as to pick me up? So stupid. I wonder if that was some kind of bug that the ship that I was on just left. You know, and left my ship behind. Is that a bug? These games have so many moving parts. I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't even think that that could happen. God, that's funny. That is funny. All right, let's hope we get to this ship before we run out of oxygen. We'll get there eventually, guys. We'll get there eventually. That's gotta be like I bet you they couldn't have. Like, how much testing do they do on these things? Like, you would think someone would have known, like, hey, the ship took off with me on it and left my other... I mean, they probably expect someone in a smaller ship to dock with the bigger ship, so that when the bigger ship just takes off, they go with it, and that's probably fine, but, like... Yeah. In this particular instance... They left behind my ship that was a capital ship. It wasn't docked with the ship that just left. Yeah, that's the ship that was on the bigger ship. Oh, good. All right.
Can I help?
Okay, so now we're on the little guy. And we have it dock with the bigger guy. Let's see. Now we're on this guy. Alright. So now we've given... Alright, so now we just hang tight, I guess. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Can I look? Can I look? What you doing? What you doing? What's going on? How you doing? What's going on? I'm gonna be real... I'm gonna be like Q in that one episode where he was in the shuttlecraft with Picard. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Can I see? Can I see what you're doing? Can I see? So now I've given...
Sentinel.
So now I've given this little guy in order to dock at the bigger guy. This is so funny. I just lost 20 to 30 minutes because the ship that I was on just took off with me on it. Didn't even think like, hey, you should get back to your ship before we leave. Nope, just left. Oh my god. Where's the... What is happening here? Oh wait, this is the thing we're on right now, I think? I'm so confused. I thought I told this to dock at the Hyperion. Ah, that is the Hyperion. This is going to dock with the Hyperion. I hope. Yeah, there must be some guys like right outside because it sounded for a second like someone else was inside the apartment. That was weird. Really weird. Okay. Well, we're getting there. What you doing? How do you fly a ship with keyboards like that? Okay. I love how we're wasting time just getting back to my ship. Because I was left behind. Oh, this game is really pushing my video card too. Like, my video card is running like it's 70C, which is unusual.
Entering system. Watchful gaze.
Okay, you're gonna dock now? You're gonna dock with the Hyperion? Looks like it. What I told you to do. Why aren't you heading for it? It's over here. That's the Hyperion. Where are we? Where the hell are we then? Oh, this is us. We still have to go through this system to get here. Why? I don't know. This is weird. Buddy, are you gonna fly around the? Are you gonna fly around the? Okay, good. It feels weird being a passenger. It feels very weird. Is there a bathroom in this thing? Any snacks? A little kitchenette maybe? Anything?
BCS. Sentinel.
Nope. Alright, I'll just stand here, I guess. like the details on the chair here. Say what you want about these games. They know how to make all the little details of all these little ships. And big ships.
BCS Sentinel.
Interesting. You can't select things when you're not flying. Like, I can't select that gate right there. How are we doing? Alright. Still got a ways to go, apparently. The Hyperion is here. We are here. Sure. Production aid. You know what annoys me about missions like this one? Like, they need these things. Electronics, energy cells. But they don't tell you where to get these things. That just kind of annoys me. It's like, shouldn't there be some kind of guidance to help get these things? But there isn't. There isn't. They expect you to figure it all out. And that just bugs me. That just bugs the hell out of me. Like, if you want these things, tell me where to get them, and I'll go get them. Like, I think if there was a job like that today, the guy would be like, okay, you can get this at Home Depot, you can get this at Lowe's, you can get this at whatever, and then I'd go to Home Depot, and I'd go to Lowe's. I'd know where to go. But with this game, it's like, just get this shit. It's like, could you help me out a little bit here?
Entering system. Heretics End.
Okay, now we're gonna hopefully dock at the Hyperion. There it is! I told you to dock at the thing, dude. What are you doing? I told you to dock at the... Okay. Docking? Are you docking? There it is. Wait, buddy, I told you to... Oof.
BCS Sentinel.
Jeez Louise, finally. Back on the damn thing. Jeez Louise, I just need a wash. Need to use the bathroom. Things have bathrooms? Yeah. Oh, these are nice quarters. I like the central kitchen area. Guessing one of these is the bathroom. One of those is probably the bathroom. Alright. Oh, this is the kitchen area. How many people live here? We have six seats. So one of these is probably a bedroom, one of these is probably a bathroom, but you know, they didn't model that, so that's fine. Cool that they have them at all, actually. Alright, we're gonna go with the Brig and Bridge. Alright. Alright, finally. What happens when I access this? Ooh, alright. Where do you want us to go? What is this? Okay, hang on. Mission, no mission. Mediate between the parties to find a solution. What does that mean? Objectives. Alright, so how do I do that exactly? So you want me to go here? So can I give orders from here?
Can I help?
You will most definitely regret that.
Give seminar?
You were expecting to beat me easily.
Goodbye.
But you were mistaken.
Alright, so now you're in command, blah, blah, blah. So what is this one? Flight control. Ooh. All I can do from here? Okay. I guess I can't do much from there. Alright, sure. Okay, so I want to order the ship to go here.
You were expecting to beat me easily, but you were mistaken.
How do I give orders to the ship here? That's a good question. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I should just take back control. I don't know.
Sir.
Autopilot engaged.
Well, it's good to know that you can tell someone to take command remotely and then have them come pick you up. That's nice. Now we're going to go to this other place and see what the game wants me to do. If we make it in time before I have to wrap up. That's what I was trying to do, Kraylon, but it wasn't letting me give orders. It wasn't letting me tell the ship to have it go there. You know what I mean? It wasn't letting me do that. So, yeah, that was just weird. But now that I'm back on the ship, it's
Autopilot epically failed.
What? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Autopilot epically failed?
Entering system. Barren shores.
I'm pretty sure I did. I had it selected. And I was trying to right click it and I said start guidance to object. And it wasn't doing nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. This game is such a Swiss watch of millions of moving parts that excuse me, that you know, things happen. But I'm fine with being in command now that it was good that like I was able to give commands when I was abandoned in my spacesuit. That was good. So that helped. Ah! Autopilot, what are you doing?
Autopilot disengaged.
Why? Oh, because we flew to where we needed to. Well, alright, let's fly through the jump cave. What does that mean?
Entering system. Great Reef. Autopilot engaged.
I think this time if I go dock at the... What's that? The hell is that? I think this time if I dock at the ship, I'll take the small craft in the docking area. I'm not gonna do a spacesuit again. That just seems silly. Now that I know that they can just bail on me, and
Autopilot disengaged.
now I know they can just bail on me, you know, and just take off with me on the ship, and I'll pull a little closer to the... Are they moving? Can I right click you, buddy?
Guppy.
There we go.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Am I stuck? Hold on. What's going on? Why can't I go over there? Jeez Louise. Okay. We are going to take this little guy this time.
ACS Sentinel. Docking granted.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh.
Successfully.
A boron capital ship. In all my days. A perfect equilibrium of function and ergonomics. And with such flair. My current abode is penurious in comparison.
Is what in comparison? They're really stretching the language. Okay, bridge, I guess.
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction. Your expedition commander hardly seemed in the mood for positive solutions. I cannot imagine that you presume to speak for him.
Assistant, perhaps uncovering more context first may help with your solutioneering.
Solutioneering?
Your expedition commander hardly seemed in the mood for positive solutions.
What is with these words
I
today?
cannot imagine that you presume to speak for him.
Assistant, perhaps uncovering more context first may help with your solutioneering.
From time to time, I spend the waking nights pondering the very same question. It would be misleading to cast blame for all our miseries on the great shutdown. In fact, when we were first riven from the wider network, the vast majority of our boron systems remained connected between themselves. Isolated from external threats, we commenced a new age of reflection and scientific endeavor. And while this period of peace brought the wealth of Kingdom N to fabulous new heights, we were not complacent. Resources were stockpiled throughout the Queendom, a precautionary measure. Oh, we thought we were prepared, yet in truth we were far from it. We boron are inherently connected to each other, you see. We thrive on a collective sort of innate affinity. Once that connection was severed, each system found itself in complete isolation. Things fell apart quite quickly, I'm afraid to say. Productivity collapsed catastrophically. Stockpiles were depleted far more rapidly than anticipated, and there was no way to replenish them. After years of disarray, Great Reef finally reconnected with barren shores. Later, it was joined by several other systems. The provinces adrift were founded, but by then the damage was done. We still lacked crucial resources. I contend that it was the collective psychological toll of the severance that caused this, more so than the evident logistical challenges posed by the shutdown. I regret my approach at our meeting. You see, I have not hosted a diplomatic function in decades. Unfortunately, I am simply not in the habit of communicating with anyone other than boron, you see. We boron converse amongst ourselves, relying on complex structures of pheromones, not just mere words. There was so much to communicate, so much to cogitate upon, yet the words failed to convey my meaning. You must imagine it like painting an ocean, yet having only a single shade of blue with which to do so. You are correct, of course. There is no harm in reaching for common ground. I am embarrassed to say that our defensive capabilities are woefully inadequate. Ashamedly so. Our economy is so fractured, we struggle to construct anything larger, perhaps, than a frigate. We cannot even resource and operate a full-scale shipyard. For half a century of isolation, we boron have had little need for a comprehensive military. I fear that we are wholly unprepared for the myriad dangers lurking beyond the gate. And should word spread of the valuable equipment and facilities proposed by the Alliance of the Word, it might be akin to painting a target upon ourselves for any nefarious actors in the vicinity. One moment. I have, even now, received word of split incursions. If we had anything of value to loot, we would not be discussing skirmishes. They would descend upon us in hordes. From time to time, it would be in fact, and one, yet in, one product stock after year, I contend that it was the collective psychological toll of the severance that caused this, more so than the evident logistical challenges posed by... Unfortunately, there was yet the word...
So, how am I supposed to...
Painting an ocean, yet having only a single shade of blue with which to do so.
So what am I supposed to do here? See, this is the... Okay, I'm gonna stop here because I'm getting frustrated. This is another thing these games do. Hey, do this thing. We're not gonna give you any indication on how to do this thing, but we want you to do this thing. We're not gonna tell you how to do it. We're not gonna give you any help or instance or guidance. Hang on, let's... Yeah, there's a... there's a... Yeah, no, nothing. So... I appreciate... Okay. I love the folks at EgoSoft. I appreciate that they've been making these games for well over 20 years. They were some of the only folks doing it during the dark times of the 2000s. You know, I love them. I gotta appreciate what they're doing. But there are things in these games that just make them not for me, ultimately. The, difficulties in finding missions, the obtuse obstructions. And I know they made it to be a sandbox. The whole goal of these games are to basically be an economic sandbox where you create stations and build fleets and that's not for me. That's not what I personally want to do. So these games have never been for me. But I have to, I mean, I gotta give them the credit that they keep making these things and they're complex. There's just things about these games that get to me, and I eventually bounce off them after a few hours because of lack of direction, whatever you want to call it. So, if you're into the X games, you will probably love this. It adds that nice big ship. You know, apparently it adds a storyline where you can find the big ship, which I wasn't able to encounter. Yeah, see, Julie? Come on. So, yeah. So, I love that they keep making these games, and I love that there's an audience for them. They're just not for me. And it kind of makes me sad. You know, because I don't know, I've said everything. So I think we have another new game to play tomorrow. Hang on. Yeah, we have another game called Ultra Mega Planet Battles. I don't even remember what that is. So that's what we're going to play tomorrow. Right, Rabbit? I mean, I'm so glad this exists. Let me just be clear. I am very glad that this exists. Very, very glad. I love that these exist. I love that they've put all this time and effort into them. And I love that there's an audience for them that keeps buying them. I love it. I could not be happier that these games exist. Let me just be clear about that. I love that these games exist. I just can't play them for an extended amount of time because I bounce off them because they're not made. They're made for other people. They're not made for me, and that's fine. It's fine. They're made for people who want to run an office from a spaceship, because that's basically what these games are. You're running a business, and your office is your spaceship. That's basically what these games are. And that's fine. It's just not for me. Not for me. So that's gonna do it for today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Be safe, be well, take care of each other. Please get vaccinated while you can, while we're still allowed to have vaccines, because we don't know when they're going to be taken away. Thank you as always to our patrons for helping to pay for things like Restream, which is expensive. And don't